Đúng là bắt Tường đang hỏi rồi. Rồi em bắt.
Fine. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Well, there you go. We're going to talk about enamel signs, but just as we're about to start talking, are you going to sell something else?
That's 150 on that. 150. Yeah. It's a 1961 model.
It all
You
happens.
won't understand.
All happens at Newark Antiques Fair. It really does. Hey, well, that's good. You're taking money as we're about to do a chat
Well, we're not
about.
doing it for nothing, are we?
We're not. Well, that's a very good point. Being an antiques dealer at Newark Antiques Fair or anywhere else, you're not doing it for nothing. You need to make a living.
It's a living out of it.
It's a living, but you've got to enjoy it, Chris, haven't you?
Oh, you've got to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, there's no point, is there? There's no point whatsoever.
And you do enjoy it.
Yeah, of course I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Love it to bits, but there we go.
Brilliant. Okay, so tell us
yeah.
about this. What have you got?
I've got this CAPSTAN sign. So obviously CAPSTAN cigarettes, which is almost a taboo subject nowadays, isn't it?
Well, it is a bit taboo, actually.
But
It
the
is.
original sign, it's not in the best condition, but
Let's have
it's
a look.
not bad.
They're always nibbled, aren't they?
It's always nibbled, but it needs a bit of a polish. You know what? I've only just brought it in. Haven't had time to give it a bit of a polish, but that's what it needs. Just a bit of a polish, bit of a tea cut.
A bit of a
And
tea.
that'll
Well, you
bring
could
it
use
up.
tea cut
That'll
on
bring
there.
it up, yeah. So yeah.
Now, okay, so enamel sign, obviously advertising. This is mass advertising from the late 19th, early 20th century. This is how these companies did it. They plastered these enamel signs everywhere. If you look at old footage, I find it fascinating because you see these things on gable ends of shops, top to bottom. It was like Instagram or Twitter of the day.
That's it.
And it's all about selling. But you mentioned it's a bit un-PC. On normal television, not our antiques programs here on YouTube and Facebook, we can't talk about smoking related stuff.
I know, it's a shame, isn't it?
It's
Because
funny-
it's our past.
It's
our
our
past.
it happened.
You know,
It
and,
happened, didn't
yeah.
it?
And everybody smoked back in the day, didn't they? Now it's all the vapes. I have one myself. These
Do you?
vapes, but everybody smoked back in the day.
They did.
Even the kids smoked back in the day.
Well,
and I was no exception.
Well, if you go back in time to like the 17th and 18th century, children were taught how to smoke. So nobody thought there was anything wrong with it. It's just, you're right, it's part of history. So, but these things are always nibbled and always damaged, aren't they?
Yeah, always.
And I've read brilliant accounts of kids using these as target practice, on the newsagent's wall.
Absolutely, yeah. And what a lot of people did, farmers had a lot of these, and they'd stick them on the side of barns where they had a hole in the barn.
Yeah.
They'd stick them on the side of barns because it was almost cheaper than replacing the wood on the barns.
That's right.
So they'd stick them on the barns, and of
Yeah.
course, as they've increased in value all the time,
Yeah.
they came off the barns, didn't
Yeah.
they? You know, and then
Yeah.
they sold them on.
And as for value, what sort of money are we looking at?
Like £200 for that one.
Okay.
£200, yeah, yeah.
Now, Chris, can we turn it around
Yeah,
so
let's
Monica,
turn it
our
around,
camera
so-
lady, can see it?
It's
Go on, good man. Oh,
a heavy beast. A heavy beast.
Don't fall out of the van.
No, well, that's my usual trick, falling out of the van backwards.
can you get back in, Chris?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so
in a
while
post.
Monica gets the front, let's just get the back, because there's some good telltales as
There's-
well,
yeah,
isn't there? I
that's
mean,
how original
you
it
can
is.
see it's original.
Old paint marks and everything on there, isn't
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So old CAPSTAN, do you remember CAPSTAN? You're not old enough.
it? I remember years ago we had a teacher, a geography teacher, that smoked CAPSTAN full strength.
Right.
And if he could, maybe I shouldn't say this, but if he caught people behind the sheds at school smoking, he'd confiscate the cigarettes and then duly go and tell the head teacher, unless they were CAPSTAN full strength. Then he'd just confiscate the cigarettes, and that was the thing. Yeah.
So if you smoked his own brand,
You got away with it, yeah.
how brilliant.
And
They
so-
don't make teachers
they don't
like
make
that
teachers
anymore.
no, they don't. Thank goodness, really. when you
No,
think
we
about it,
need
you know.
more teachers like that.
What, advertising smoking?
Maybe not. Thanks, Chris.
You're
What do you say,
welcome.
200 quid?
200 quid. Yeah.
Right, no money.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.